What were three main reasons that we switched to a 100% liquid program 9 seasons ago? So I would say number one was to limit risk. And so when I say that, before we were working with A Better Way to Farm, we were a 100% dry program and spring applied anhydrous. And so it was a all upfront fertility program. And as we know, Mother Nature can be very, very unpredictable, right? We know we're going to have stress events throughout the season. And so the thing that we really like is that when the planter, this planter behind me, makes that pass across the field, that is when we are spending our first input dollars for the year. And so as the season goes, we can decide in season whether we need to keep spoon feeding the crop or maybe we need to cut it off if we do get in a major drought situation or if we're in a really wet situation and we know that the crop is maybe failed or maybe really stressing, whatever it may be. And number two would be efficiency. So when I say that and you think of a dry broadcast, very typical rate for us in our area, 200 to 300 pounds, 1152O and some 0060, right? Some potash. So the main thing to think about for us, or how we think, is it recoverable by the plants? And so how much is actually getting into the plant? So if you can look at it and say, okay, can we row place or can we do some banding or can we do some foliar feeding with some higher quality products that we know that is actually getting into the plant? Through tissue testing, we can be a lot more efficient and judicial with our dollars. And I think the third reason for us is it's when you work with the A Better Way to Farm team, you are going to work with some products that are really high quality. And when you look at a starter fertilizer, you can probably talk to your parents that say, yep, we used to use starter fertilizer, but man, it was really corrosive and it was really hard on these planters, right? We know these planters are very, very expensive. And so that's why they went away, because there was corrosive products for all that was available. And so when you work with the team, you're going to be working with a non-corrosive product. High quality, it's not corrosive. And so we know spills happen with liquid, right? We know that fittings leak and hoses pop out and whatnot, but you're not going to have any corrosion, any rust on these planters that cost quite a bit of money. So definite plus to look into, and it's been awesome for us.